This was me 5 years ago in my first ever video uploaded to YouTube, and this is me talking to you in my most recent. I haven't been shot into stardom, I haven't made $1 million, and I haven't even hit 2,000 subscribers on my main YouTube channel. But something I have done is learn a ton about the creator economy, some things that I think people who talk about the subject might miss. So without further ado, here's my last 5 years on the internet. Alright chat, everyone take your pencils and papers out. This will be on the final. Hi, I'm Lucas. Should I have music? I'm gonna put on music. I'm gonna put on light little corporate music. That's what I feel like this needs. Hello everyone. My name is Lucas Bonell, and we're gonna be talking about my last 5 years on Twitch.television. Thank you. Thank you. Good, I like that. Thank you for the applause. I like that. Let's not kid ourselves, okay? I've learned a lot in the last 5 years on the internet, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I learned today. But before any of that, who am I? Who is Lucas Bonell? Why do you care? Well, this is the story of Lucas, the real supernova, dive deep fishing, exceptionally moderate, not Rookie TV, not Lucas Bonell. That is all of my usernames, all ass other than Lucas Bonell, I'm gonna be honest. Even not Rucus, I know it has some sentimental value to a couple of you. That username is ass. All right, chapter 1 of Lucas Bonell's life. This is dive deep fishing, the fishing era. I was a fishing YouTuber. These videos are bad. We can watch some later, but not a lot of them. Low key, I just show like my house off in some of them. And it's just like on display. It's just like, hey, you wanna come over? And then my dad's license plate is in one of them. So maybe we can't watch these. Chapter 2 was the start of my Twitch journey. I was a Minecraft streamer. This is where I started 2020. I played Minecraft and really nothing else. Not good content, horrible videos. The thumbnails were also bad. Then the golden era, some would say. I was not Rucus. It's like a Superman, like I take off my shirt and they're like, oh my God, it's not Rucus. I was not Rucus. I'm Radio Rebel. I was not Rucus. I made videos under not Rucus, the alias. I know you guys didn't know, but you're welcome. Just added myself. I did variety content and the thumbnails got a lot better. The first two were pretty ass, but then look, I was super proud of these. Low-key, this whole line is gas. I remember making this thumbnail in the middle of my chemistry class and being so proud of myself. I'm like, oh, this is gonna propel me into YouTube stardom. This is the one. It was not the one. It was not the one. There wouldn't be a one for many years. Still hasn't been a one. Chapter 4, not Rucus? I was waiting for like ooh. So chapter 4, my name was still not Rucus, but I had not done streaming content anymore. I divulged into the YouTube game. I was a YouTuber now, starting in 2023. I stopped streaming. I love the energy, man. I love it. So I stopped streaming. I was a YouTuber. I did variety content with my friends in real life, vlogs with a purpose, documenting my life in video. Chapter 5. Oh, Lucas Bonell. This is my golden era. This is my peak, personally, if you had to ask me. This is when I made YouTube videos under the name Lucas Bonell. I switched off, not Rucus. Took off the Green Goblin mask, hung it up. Now I'm Lucas Bonell. What's up? I make long form life documentation videos centering around like a funny or like a funny idea or a funny concept. And if you wanted to ask me straight up, these videos are fire. These are like my #1 contenders. The thing is, each of them would take probably 3 weeks to a month to make. So it's not really.
Timely, man. Shit.
So these were a little harder to make, and I realized that at one video every month, I couldn't grow as a creator reasonably. No matter how much love and time I put into these videos, it'd be really hard for me to grow at one really good video a month. So what did I get from all this? My last 6 years on the internet, 7 years, sorry. What did I walk away from? Did you just waste a bunch of time? Let's talk some numeros, all right? I made 88 videos and I got 400,000 views. On Twitch, I got a total of 444 followers. Hey, he's big, he's big. But I realized something. That doesn't matter. The numbers aren't what makes a creator. What really matters is this shit. These are all the people I met solely online through content creation. And I didn't get kidnapped once. Good shit, Lucas. This is not just from YouTube. This is from like every single one of my years, all right? We got, boom. This was TwitchCon when I met a bunch of Twitch streamer friends. We went on a trip to the West Coast. We went on a road trip, and then I went to Vid Summit. So this is really the big victory of the last 7 years. Not the 400,000 views, not the like thousands of subscribers. That doesn't matter. The real win is the people I met and knowledge. The knowledge I gained as a creator in the last 6 years is something I can't sell that. Gain a lot of insight on how to be a way better creator than I was on day one. So what's the next chapter? What's the next chapter of my life? But also my life on the internet, because that's a big part of who I am. Nick, detach yourself from the chat persona for a second. This is my best friend, Nick, everybody. Everybody, Nick.
What's up, guys? Hey.
What do you think, what percent of my life revolves around me thinking about content creation in some aspect?
All of it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think every time we go out, it's like, that would be a cool shot. Here's a good idea. I was thinking about doing this. This person told me that.
The point is, content's been a big part of my life. And so the next iteration of my content directly affects how I'm gonna be living my life for the foreseeable future. And that's where I go to chapter 6. Lucas Bonell, live. What, guys? What? Images! You've never seen those before. Have you seen images?
Shit.
I've never seen images before. When I was a Twitch streamer before, I was very pigeonholed. I didn't know who I was outside of Twitch. So when I brought things to the table at Twitch, it was sort of just repackaged other people's stuff. A lot of my Twitch stick was, boys, welcome to the video today. Wait, that's not even Ludwig's intro, but I was pretty much just Ludwig. And that's cool. And that's how you grow. That's how you are as you emulate a creator, and then you develop into, like, you know, your own self. And that's what I did over the last 6 years. I realized what makes me happy, what makes me tick, what I want to enjoy, what I don't want to enjoy on the internet. And so that's what I'm bringing to the table now with Lucas Bonell Live. But now, the goal with my Twitch channel, Lucas Bonell Live, is something I think a little new. And if it's not new, I would love for you to point me in the direction of a live creator that is doing an idea similar to this, because I want to be friends with them and talk to them. On the left is like traditional Twitch things that I'd be doing. DJing, we're doing that later. Iron gameplay, doesn't have to be Valorant, it's probably gonna be Valorant. I'm just not very good at video games. I will be playing them because they're fun, but that's not gonna be the majority of my stream. All right, events, I'm talking Camp Ruckus 2. Yo, that was so good and coordinated. I'm talking Leech Game 2. I'm talking, come on, pigeons not perfect.
We need originality, bro.
Originality 2.
Wait, 2? What the fuck?
Originality 0.5, no, -1. We're inventing originality. There's nothing more original than that. Getting people together to do something cool on stream. I think it's super cool. So I'm gonna try to do some of that. I have this idea for an interview show. I think this is my idea. This is my thought process. Let me know, chat. Every Twitch streamer has a YouTube channel, and that's cool. Can you think of a YouTube channel that streams on Twitch? You ever seen a Ryan Trahan of Twitch? Not of Twitch, just Ryan Trahan. I just think YouTubers and Twitch streamers, there's a big gap between them. I lived both lives, like Hannah Montana. I'm the Hannah Montana of the internet. I want to work to bridge the gap between YouTubers and Twitch streamers. I want to get my YouTube friends, or YouTube friends that I am soon to make, because YouTubers are awesome, and I want to get them in the Twitch life. What poggers means, and like get them to interact with chat and see how they like this medium that's completely different, but still a part of the creator space that we all share. So I'm going to be talking about how to grow as a creator. I'm going to be learning new editing and visual effects techniques. I was watching Arcane last night.
Yeah, he cried.
I did cry. You didn't have to out that I cried watching Arcane, bro. That's fucked. Okay, I cried watching Arcane last night. Whatever. But there was an intro sequence that was animated like watercolor, and I thought that shit looked fire. I thought that shit looked sick. So I want to do like a whole month where I just learn how to do that effect, and I just learn how to animate like that. Right? Stuff like that. If there's a cool music video effect that I want to learn, I just have a whole stream dedicated to learning that effect and teaching you guys along the way. We're going to learn how to be better creators together, even if you're not a creator, because before I was a creator, I found this shit super interesting. So I think I can make it interesting for a bunch more people. And that's it. That's my presentation, okay? Thank you guys so much for coming to my TED Talk. I have a ton of great ideas to grow Lucas Live exponentially. There's going to be a link in the description for a Cash App. Okay. Took an hour to do 5 slides. I've only been live for 57 minutes, and literally 35 of that was the Luddy segment. So yes, guys, everyone put their learning caps on. I hope we're ready to learn. But yeah, that's the plan. Cool events, cool people who are creators, and some gaming, you know, sprinkled in there.